Now, moving the focus on to Middle East, Israel has carried out approximately 3,400 strikes across Iran in the past week, disabling more than 150 Iranian defense systems. The Israeli army has said around 7,500 munitions have been dropped by the Israeli Air Force on targets throughout the country as part of the operations alongside the United States. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said Israel has achieved near total controls of the skies over Tehran and will continue the campaign with full force. He has added that a well-organized plan is in place to destabilize the Iranian regime and ensure the protection of Israeli citizens and communities. Let's listen into what Israeli Prime Minister has shared.
אתם אומרים לי, לממשלה, לחיילים ולמפקדים הגיבורים שלנו, תמשיכו עד הסוף, עד הניצחון. אני מבקש להודות לכם מעומק ליבי על הגיבוי, ואני מודיע לכם, אנחנו ממשיכים בכל הכוח. במלחמה מנצחים עם יוזמה ועם תחבולה. אבל היסוד הראשון של ההצלחה הוא הנחישות. באמצעות הטייסים הנועזים שלנו ושל ארצות הברית, השגנו שליטה כמעט מוחלטת בשמי טהרן. אנחנו בכל אופן, אנחנו נעשה את כל הדרוש כדי להגן על יישובינו ועל אזרחינו. וביחס למה שנעשה בהמשך באיראן, יש לנו תוכנית סדורה עם הרבה הפתעות. לערער את המשטר, לאפשר שינוי.
Meanwhile, the Israeli Defense Forces have said that the operation is targeting the Iranian regime's capabilities and infrastructure, with further strikes expected as required. However, Netanyahu has stressed that success in the conflict relies on determination, initiative, and strategic action by the military. Israel and the US are maintaining close coordination to maximize impact and sustain pressure on Tehran's military capabilities. Let's listen into what Israeli Army spokesperson has shared.
אנחנו מסכמים היום שבוע של לחימה. שבוע מאז שיצאנו למבצע שאגת הארי. צה"ל פוגע באופן עוצמתי, יחד עם צבא ארצות הברית, בכל יכולות ומערכי המשטר האיראני. במסגרת המבצע, ביצענו כ-3,400 תקיפות ברחבי איראן, והוצאנו משימוש יותר מ-150 מערכות הגנה איראניות. עד כה, חיל האוויר הטיל כ-7,500 חימושים על מטרות בכל רחבי.
Now we welcome back Mr. Matthew Vadim. He's an American journalist and author, joins us live from Washington, D.C. Thank you very much, Mr. Vadim, for staying with us.
Sure.
Now, we've heard so many things in media, also social media. How do you analyze the coordination between U.S. and Israel? Some of our guests say that they're 100% coordinated, while some other guests have been skeptical about their alignment.
I think it's pretty clear that the U.S. and Israel are coordinating their activities with great precision. They have acted in concert, and they are on the same page. They want to achieve the same goals. I think that the Prime Minister Netanyahu's speech may have been aimed at some of the critics of the war, who've said that there is no clear war goal, and he said regime change is the goal. This is something that President Trump has also said. President Trump has encouraged the people of Iran to rise up against the theocratic government there and seize power. So I think that Israel and the U.S. are working together very closely, and I don't understand where this criticism that they're not coordinating closely is coming from.
Right. And how do you analyze Iran's capacity now that some of missiles of Iran has, of course, landed elsewhere or in questionable targets, but of course some of them did penetrate through the Iron Dome in Israel?
Right. Okay. Yeah. Iran is not a helpless giant in this. It still has capabilities, although they have been degraded significantly by the United States and Israel. The government was decapitated, and now it is seems to be growing a new head with a new supreme leader on the way. The Navy has been essentially scuttled by the U.S., particularly by the U.S., but I think Israel also played a role. And the missile capability has also been harmed, has also been reduced or mitigated by U.S. and Israeli forces, but they still have a lot of missiles. They can still do a lot of damage. They still have control of the government within Iran. They still have the various militias and the Quds Force and the Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps. So they're still pretty firmly in control of the physical territory of Iran, and it's not clear to me how Israel and the U.S. are going to change that without putting boots on the ground. President Trump has said he doesn't want to put U.S. soldiers or U.S. military personnel into Iran because American presidents are traditionally quite fearful of blowback and of casualties, hurting, providing adverse public relations for the United States. They don't like seeing body bags come back to the United States. So they're quite reluctant to do that. They prefer to do, a high-tech war. Some could call it a video game war, where they're just pushing buttons on a screen and sending drones and missiles and attacking things. So it's not clear how they're going to dislodge the actual troops and the police state apparatus that controls Iran. But I'm sure, and I'm not privy to any plans they may have, but I'm sure they are thinking about it as we speak.
Yes, with that I would like to thank Mr. Matthew Vadam for